Hello and welcome to our next lesson. In this video, we're going to continue where we left off, building columns, and this time we're going to actually build some nested rows within our columns. So what I want to do is go ahead and copy columns, and we'll rename it to nested rows and columns. And that way we have a new page that we can work with and we didn't lose anything from before. Let's go ahead and open that in our editor. And here you can see rows 1 and 2, of course, are the same. Let's take row 3 out. And once again, just to save time and make sure that I don't make a bunch of silly typos, I'm going to paste in the code that we want to look at for this lesson. So here's row 3. And again, it's just a class row, and we have 2 columns, which are both going to be a 6-width column. So we have 2 columns evenly spread out no matter what the size is, with different background colors so we can keep them separate. And here we have row 3, column 1, and row 3, column 2. Now inside of row 3, column 1, we have row 4, which is also just, again, another class. And here we're going to have 2 columns in there, an 8 and a 4. So you can see that that will be about 2/3 and 1/3 if everything renders the way we expect it to. Now the next column, the next column in this row will be the 6th column, which will have our nested row 5. And inside of there, we're going to do 3 columns, a 3, 6, 3, or basically spread that out with 1/4, 1/2, 1/4. And hopefully that will render about like that when our page expands on the page. With that, though, I'm going to show you we can mess around with that and we can actually nest some more rows in there. But first I want to make sure everything's rendering correctly. And again, you can get this code from the file and just have it, but I do recommend that you take the time to actually, type this out and start changing some of these classes just so you get used to using them. And what you'll see is that as you do that, if you're using an editor, you'll see a lot of these things will pop up for you that you can actually use. And we'll get to offsets in a little bit. We'll get to pulling and pushing in a little bit. And so